Alright guys, so in the morning I shared with you guys an Abyss team, Living Abyss team that actually hit 100 million, and I've been testing out different teams as well, and I've been shared different teams, so I'll be updating you guys on how to get even higher than that. But in this video I want to go over the new avatar team. It's very simple. It's actually utilizing the same exact team that we pretty much been using the entire time through, except now we have replaced Pomegranate once again with Macaron. Alright, so this team has been tested by myself as well as other guild members and different players as well. And especially I do want to give a quick shout out to Lunie, and I'll link her channel down in the description below. She's been testing it out with me as well. We've been bouncing ideas back and forth, and we came up with the kind of simplest as well as the best way to utilize the team here. So let's go into it. Of course, this is not the answer. There may be better ones. You might be able to utilize better cooldowns and things like that. But I believe that this one can be achieved by a lot of different players. All right, so let's go into it. So toppings real quick for Macaron. Macaron needs to have at least 24%. All right, I tried it out with 17.3%, 17.6% around there. And it works out. All right, your cookies don't die. However, you do lose out on a couple million damage, so I do recommend, if you guys can, try to get that 24%. You don't need to focus insane amount on damage resist, because the damage, as long as you're able to survive up to that level 34, you don't have any problems afterwards. So match the damage resist based on what you guys are able to survive at level 34. All right, and the next one is going to be Squid Ink. Squid Ink needs to have at least around 3% cooldown. So previously, I personally used some around like 6% and things like that, but 3% works out. Lunie shared this with me, and it does work out well. All right, the only thing you really need to focus on is the attack speed, and the reason why we're going with the lower cooldown is allowing players to really focus on attack as well as crit percentage to maximize their damage. All right, so those are the two stats that you really want to focus on. Damages as you can have, but I think that you really just need to work with your stats that you have, because the damage that we take and damage that you might take, it may be different. So you need to really focus on that, test it out, practice it, and find the best sweet spot for you. All right, next one is going to Oyster. Of course, 24.3% is required, all right, with the jelly watch, maxed out jelly watch, in order to have that 4 soldiers come out, and rest of them you really doesn't matter. The damages is once again, you need to focus on with your stats, all right, based on your stats. Next one is going to Cherry Blossom. Cherry Blossom around 5.7, 6%, 8%, all of those work. 5.7 even works as well. Preferably 6%, it's preferred, but once again, attack and crit focus here in order to maximize the damage I'm able to deal with Cherry as well. All right, Cherry Blossom, and damages this once again based on your stat. And then Rye is going to be around 2.5 to 3%. It all works out. If you could get higher, it works out as well. But of course, attack speed with Squid Ink is required, as well as focusing on the attack as well as the crit percentage. And you can see that the damage resist is low for me because I do have 5-star ascension. All right, and I do have my technologies pretty much like almost maxed out now. I'm slowly working towards it. So keep that in mind, guys. The statue it depends on that as well. All right, so that's going to be the team. Remember that the attack speed buff goes to Rye as well as Squid. So let's go into it. Level 44. Let me show you guys this team in action. All right, so auto, and then all you need to do is the same thing like before. Macaron needs to be queued right away, and then next one is going to be right here. I'm going to use Oyster. All right, Oyster, Cherry, Rye, and then Squid. All right, and then rest of the way through, just auto it all the way through, guys. All right, Macaron definitely is an amazing cookie for the guild boss right now. Being used inside of the Living Abyss, inside of the avatar, allowing you to break the walls even faster. And when you break or when you attack the walls, you're actually gaining a lot more healing as well, because it depends on how many targets the Macaron animals are able to hit, right? So keep that in mind. All right, and then for here, just make sure kind of to use these skill for Cherry and Squid at the same time, because you don't want Cherry to be silenced. All right, that's kind of important there. All right, so I do want you guys to keep that in mind. I guess that's the one thing that you guys want to keep an eye out for, because she needs to be there to break the walls. All right, even faster, right? So there you go. And then pretty much everywhere, all the way through, it's just auto. Just that one part, I guess that's the only thing that you want to keep in mind. All right. And there we go. And it should be done. All right, there you guys go. 78 million. I used to get around what? Up to level 41-ish. I got around like 58 million, close to 60 million. With my relics for my guild, which is around like level 7 right now for all the sets. So there you guys go. 78 million. That's around like almost 20 million extra damage, which is nuts. All right. So Rye right there. And I could do even more if we do crit a little bit more here too. So 17 million, 12 million, 11 million, almost 10 million from Macaron. Macaron definitely has a chance to getting some extra damage, as well as Oyster and Cherry, because they do have ascensions that I can get, as well as Rye almost doing 24 million. All right. So there you guys go. Insane team. All right. Insane team. Super easy to build, I will have to say, except for the fact that, there's 2 cookies that kind of needs really high cooldown. But once again, you can use Macaron with 17.6%, 17.8%. I tried it. It does work. You do lose out on a little bit of damage, but having Oyster with 4 soldiers is going to be a bit better, right? So just keep that in mind. My magic candy right now for Squid Ink is, I believe, 23, and Rye should be around 20. Oh, actually, no, Rye is actually 30. All right, so I forgot about that. All right, that is going to be the updated team for the Avatar of Destiny. I am going to be using this team for my guild. I have shared it with my guild already. So super simple build to follow as well. So hopefully you guys can utilize it as well for your guild and for your guild boss battles. Anyways, guys, I do want to thank Lunie once again for sharing the build and just bouncing ideas back and forth with me. And once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.